Guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Monday, start of a new week, and we are progressing on free candy here. So we're gonna start throwing some exterior parts on her. I think we're gonna run downstairs. We're gonna grab the visor. We're gonna grab the cowl. We're gonna throw those on. We have a couple little stupid things to do here. We gotta find the door lock for the gull wing. Get the handles on. Finish that up. As you can see, the inside is the front's pretty much done. And then when we get all that miscellaneous crap done, we're going to jump onto the back. Also, painting some caps. We're going to throw these on. All stuff that's not really fun to watch, so just pretend that you're watching and you'll see it done in a second. Alright, we threw all the door junk back on, got the lock and everything in, and for some reason I'm really scared to close this door. Because if I screwed something up and it don't open, I don't know what I'm going to do. So, let me try it. Wish me luck. Okay. Yeah. And look, Amazon's here. Car parts. All right, here we are in back of the van. We got some pieces pre-cut, as you can see. Right now we're just going to do these two, the two fronts, because we're really going to get swamped with the spray adhesive. And then we're going to put this wall on. And then we're going to do the rear two. So we'll set this camera down and let's get spraying.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Alright, so I think this is where we're going to call it a day. As you can see, well, let me turn these off. We have the arcade pretty much all wrapped. All the way around. So, yeah, I think we're ready to cut some windows out next. That'll be on tomorrow's agenda, because right now it's Street Outlaws time. Alright, so we're back. Not really a whole heck of a lot to see tonight. We're just dropping some metal flake. We just painted these all black. We got the bunny windows, the grill, the rear Camaro bumper, and some little pieces over there that go on the grill, and a couple of caps. So we're going to spray these in black. We already got one coat on. We're going to put a second coat of black, 2 coats of flake, and then 2 coats of clear over that. And the reason we're doing this mostly is for the bunny window frames, because we want to finish off the interior in the back, and we got to get the windows in. But it's all got to get done, so we're doing it all. All right, well, looking around, it's almost dark, and I still have 2 coats of clear, but it's looking pretty good. I know the flashlight doesn't give it justice, but one more coat of flake, then 2 coats of clear, and then we're calling it a night. Well, it's officially dark. I'm getting ready to spray my clear, and I just realized I forgot to paint my green steering wheel black. So we're gonna circle back to that. Okay guys, here we are next morning, and we're continuing with the interior on the back of Free Candy. And we're gonna be doing these bubble windows a little bit different. Now, in the past, we have actually just put the acrylic right to the frame and then went in from the outside and screwed on the backing plate. Well, we're going to do this a little different. We are going to be putting the acrylic on the inside here and then the backing frame in, and then we're going to bolt it into place. The reason we're doing that is, in the past, by putting it all on the outside, we have an extra 1/4 inch of acrylic here, and it doesn't look bad, but I think this is going to look a little cleaner. So as you can see, I put butyl tape all along the holes and everything. This is, you know, obviously a little tougher to do. And I gasketed the back side of this. So I'm going to throw this up into place here. And obviously I had to kind of pull out, you know, all the nice new spray adhesive stuff I did. So I'm going to get this into place and we're going to show you what it looks like. All right, so here's where it gets a little bit tricky. After you get one in, you just want to start kind of working your way around. And you can see these are out like, you know, hard to see on camera, but it's out a good 1/2 inch. So we're just going to slowly work our way around. We're not putting the backing plate on yet. We're going to wait until all this is sealed, and then I'll hold the glass in place, because right now it would just be too much of a mess to try to get the backing plate and everything done at once. So we're going to work our way around this and see you in a second. Well, we circled around her about 3 times. We got them all on. So let's go see how it looks on the outside. Yeah, that is much, much smoother. As far as the little yellow outline of the paint, I could always get a Sharpie and take care of that, but not worried about it for right now. So I'm going to let this sit in place for a little while just to kind of form, because the van wall does, you know, it is convex. Let that sit, let all the butyl tape kind of set up. Then I should be able to pull off all the washers and be able to put the frame on. It should be nice and easy. So I'm going to get both of these set. All right, quick update. I'm over here on the passenger side. You can see I'm very happy with the finished product. Except for I have one right here. It's just slightly out of alignment and it won't go through, causing a big gap. So I'm working on this with the Dremel. I'm just going to keep hammering away at this, grinding it down, trying to get it to slide through. It's right there, but it ain't going yet. But yeah, I like it. Moving right along with the interior of the van, we gotta get her all wired up, which we just ran through and did. Pretty much ran all new wires all the way across both loops. We got our directionals in. I'm just gonna show you the quick and dirty way to convert your existing housings to LEDs. It's really simple. You can pick up these little LEDs any color you want. They're like $1 a piece off Amazon. I usually get like a 10-pack for like $9 or something. You always want to check, because on these, the white is negative, and easiest way to do that, let me put you down right here. Just take a battery, 9-volt, black's positive, white's negative, and see. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our existing bezel, lens, whatever you want to call it, and we're just going to get rid of those 4 corners here. So a little Dremel after we plug it in, and I'll be right back. All right, got our little 4 corners, got our little sanding wheel. Gonna make it round, and then we're just gonna pop out the little rubber and pop her into place here. I'm not sure how well you can see. So that just gets popped into there. And then we just pop the light back through. And LED conversion. It really is that simple. So now we're ready to put these in. So I'm going to run to the other side of the van, get these all mounted, and show you what it looks like when we're done. So you can see we're all wired. Interior, we're rocking away. So we're gonna try everything out. I think it'd be easiest. Let's see, here's my headlights. Turn signal, so I should have running lights. So, yep, there's turn signal there. I can't see back there, but there should be 3 going and there should be 1 constant. Now the brake light, that's just an X. Let's see, up here, that's going. I could hook up the little halo thing inside there. That's just 2 wires, real easy to do. Make sure this side's good and we can button up this interior in the back and maybe get some carpet. All right, working. That's working and that's working. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I should be able to see the brakes. Oh yeah, brakes are working. And I can see through, and I can see that they're working on the passenger side. So we're gonna button this all up and jump on some carpet. Well, my whole goal for today was basically get the whole back done for the most part. And I really wanted to get the carpet in, so rather than make excuses, I just did it. So here's where we're at in the arcade. We got our Pac-Man yellow carpet in. Our windows, well, I'll tell you what, for not really measuring and just guessing when I made these frames, I could not have made them any bigger at all. I mean, this dead ends. I mean, it came out awesome. So yeah, here's where we're at. The headliner, I can't throw that in until I move the van over. As you see, I can't open the doors because we're, you know, kind of moved over in the garage, but I'll jack it up, move it over tomorrow. We can throw these, the rear windows in. I gotta pull this panel off, put the handle on, I gotta throw the lock on down there. All pretty easy stuff. Throw the gaskets on around this. Nothing major. Tomorrow should be a nice easy day. Originally I wasn't gonna put the headliner in because I'm gonna be putting the wing on here and it's gonna come through and bolt. But I think I'm just gonna drill a little hole in the fur that goes on the roof. That way I don't have to take the panel down whenever I want to take the wing off to get it in the garage. So I think I am going to throw this on tomorrow, the headliner, and then we'll be done back here. See what tomorrow brings. You know, the good thing about working alone is no one can tell you when you screw something up. Bad thing about working alone, times like this, when you got to move the van by yourself because it won't make it out the garage door. That might be good. Quick little update. We went through some glass in. This side took a good half hour. This side took a good 60 seconds. Needless to say, I learned a little something. So now that that's on, I think we're gonna, well shit, might as well throw the bumper on. Oh, and in case you didn't see, my wife was bitching about how her step stool was yellow, so now it's metal flake. Ooh, I kind of like the step stool. Now that the doors are open, I definitely see a little airbrush action going on in the near future. But that ain't gonna stop us. Yeah, so yeah, we're not gonna do the bumper. It's getting kind of late. But we do have these gaskets laying around. We're gonna throw the gaskets on and we're gonna start rocking with some hardware. Yeah, didn't plan that out too well, did I? Well, you know what? The gasket will cover a lot of this. We ain't worried about it. Alright, we just ran into a little problem. Went to start putting the weather stripping on and yeah, that's gonna be an issue. So Guess I'll be pulling this panel, pulling that light back up, putting the weather stripping on, then dropping the light back in. And this is no big deal. I always knew this panel had to come off. That's why there's no caps or anything on it. Just held in place because I got to put the door handle and the hardware in here. This door, this hardware just goes right down in the bottom, so I don't have to take the panel off. But I got an emblem that I got to put on, so I might have to take the panel off. I guess I'll take this off and we'll get this weather stripping on and go from there. Man, oh man, it is just one issue after another. So now I gotta pop the strut off. At least this is really simple. Pop the strut off, then I can get the gasket, then I can rewire this down to there, do all that junk, and then put the panel back on for the last time. So, yep, simple, but wasn't planning on it. Alright, I know I mentioned this before. We have a little solution for our little primer overspray that we got there. Just gonna get a carpet threshold, kind of cut it to fit, slap her down, and we're good to go. Let me get this drilled in, and we're gonna end up doing the same thing up here also with the threshold, but I don't have it, so let me get this in here and then we're gonna move on to something else. So real quick, focus of our next video, we have the core support now all painted, and of course a couple bugs flying around it, but that's really important because we can do the whole front end now. We get the core support on, we can put the grill on, we can put the lower valance, we can put the bumper, we can put the fog lights, we can put the front air dam. There's a lot we can do. But in the meantime, to wrap up the back here, as you can see, since I had some paint, I used a brush, took care of the primer mark. That's just one coat. It'll smooth out and look good with two coats on it. Not worried about that. Can't do this yet. I'm waiting to adjust all the doors and everything. So in the meantime, I think I'm going to jump on the bumper. So let me run down to the basement and grab that. And once that's on, then we can put the license plate light on. We can put the camera on, and we can put the license plate on. So let's get to it. All right, so there she is with the Camaro bumper on her. And yeah, now I'll be taking it off because I went to put the light on and there's no way to get it up there. The light has to go over and inside. So thinking if I just take one side off, get this in, get that on, then we can start running the camera. And guess I'm gonna have to build a little bracket or something. Cross that bridge when we come to it. All right, you can see we got our running lights on and our tail light mounted and not working. So let me figure that out. I don't know what happened. I started playing with the wire and it turned on. So I did check the bulb, but I thought maybe it was a bad ground, which it probably was. But who cares? We got running lights and we have a license plate light. So now let's mount this camera. All right, quick and dirty. We got the license plate and we got the backup camera in. And the backup camera, being as big as it is, it completely blocks out the driver's license light. But we're not worried about it. So now I'm going to jump on that pile. We're going to get it up to the front of the van, get it connected, and see if it works. You guys don't want to see that? Not going to make you. That took about an hour and a half. I had to run power all the way back to the camera, and then the RCA all the way back up. I did have about a foot left on the RCA cable, so I was pretty happy about that. So let's give this a shot. Radio should be firing up. It is midnight, very dark out. Now I hooked this up to a toggle switch so I can use it at any time. So let's let this fire up. This just takes a couple seconds. For some reason I think I have a draw on this stereo, so I'm just going to hook it up to my toggle switch. I don't really care about the time or any of that crap or memory. Let's go to AVN and let's hit our toggle. Oh yeah. Now, I'd be lying if I said a lot of times I put the camera in upside down for some reason, so I'm quite happy about this. And for as dark as it is, I'm calling that a win, man. Woo. Right there it is, camera. hit the button, turns off. All right, see you in the morning. Anybody know what this is? If you said it looks like the base for a video game that's going in the back of a van, you would be correct. Looking inside the back of this van, I think there's only one thing missing. So, see if we can find something that'll fill this hole. And now, we are set. Ugh. So here we are. Got a pretty good seating position. We got 7,000 games. Now we can just cruise on through. So guys, I think that's gonna wrap up the back of the van. As you can see, windows are all in, cup holder, lights, strip lights, rear bumper, all that good stuff. So yeah, that's gonna do it. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and by all means, follow the build. We are quickly approaching the end. Just getting ready to start on the front grille. Thanks a lot, guys. Although I do own chickens, this one is not mine. This is my neighbor's. Comes over because he knows I feed the deer and there's always corn around.